we've lost one of our old-timer sun catfish. I'm guessing we had many, so I'm not really sure. Its age is between 15 and 20 years, so we'll call him whatever, 15 years. 16 inches, so he was one of the smaller ones. I'm not really sure what happened. It kind of went off food for a while and then never picked up and withered away. He lived for the last 6 years or so in the 1800-gallon tank with the vulture catfish, and vultures took little advantage of him. They like to dispose of anything that dies. I'm not really sure about the hole in his head, how that came about. I don't know. I'm not really sure. That I never noticed it before. But the vultures took out a little bit out of his stomach, or rather anus area, because it's easier to rip out pieces out of there. Pardon my gruesomeness. I think it was the male, because it was smaller, tiny, a little bit smaller, and not as girthy as others. But you can see his stomach is sunken. So it's been a while since he ate, probably a couple of months. Sometimes they go for on fasts, and right now is the spawning season, so I thought maybe that was it, but no. And there is holes along his lateral line, as you can see, just like there was a hole in the skull. So that tells me there was a serious illness that took him out. Same here. It's like lateral line disease, but that usually comes about from from malnutrition, not enough plant matter in the diet. But he was eating pellets and fish, so he had the proper diet. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's the age. As I said, he was a rescue from about 15 years ago, or 13 years ago, when he was a few years old. A little deformed also. He always had this kind of deformity in the lower jaw, right here. So we're left with 3 of the old-timers remaining. They seem to be going well, eating well. Coincidentally, I recently had an update on all the sun catfish. So we have one, a smaller one, and 2 bigger ones. I think the one in the middle is the male and 2 females. This one is not particularly big either, so it's maybe 2 males and 1 female. The vultures that did a number on them are right there, a little bit to the back. They're there. Alright, so that's our little said update on the eclipse catfish or sun catfish. Horabagrus brachysoma.